A truly wild moment unfolded on a recent episode of the much-loved show, Antiques Roadshow, leaving a guest absolutely speechless and the audience in a state of collective awe. It all started with an item purchased for just £20, an item the owner thought was a complete mistake. And it's a tale that proves treasures can be hiding in the most unexpected places, from under the sink to the spotlight. The episode began as a guest presented what he believed was a fake copy of a Royal Lancaster vase. He had originally picked it up at an antiques fair, but after a bit of personal research, he decided it wasn't the real deal. Convinced of his mistake, he stashed the vase under his sink, and there it stayed, collecting dust for a solid 2 years. Little did he know, this seemingly worthless item was about to change his week and his perspective on what's valuable. The turning point came one night when he was browsing the internet. As he scrolled, a familiar shape popped up on his screen. He excitedly recounted the moment. "I was just looking online one night, and this vase pops up. I was like, hang on a minute, that's the vase that's under the sink." It was a total light bulb moment. The internet search identified the vase as something entirely different. Solnay, a renowned Hungarian brand. His initial assumption was completely wrong. This wasn't a cheap knockoff, it was a genuine piece of history. A piece of art, not a mistake. With the vase now on the table, it was time for the show's specialist, Stephen Moore, to have a look. And his reaction said it all. He was visibly stunned, practically at a loss for words as he held the piece. He described it as beautiful and glorious, a testament to its incredible craftsmanship. Stephen confirmed the guest's hunch. This was indeed a Zolnay vase from Pécs, Hungary. He explained that at the turn of the 19th and 20th centuries, Zolnay developed a special type of glaze called eosin. This specific type of glaze created a stunning ruby luster and gold luster that was notoriously difficult to achieve. As Stephen examined the vase further, he pointed out a breathtaking scene on its surface. "When you turn it around," he explained, "we have the rising sun. We have this path with these geese. It is a work of art, this is as good as any painting." He was clearly mesmerized by the quality and uniqueness of the piece, calling it magic and the most beautiful vase. He shared that Zolnay pieces are in high demand right now, especially with Hungarian collectors looking to bring these masterpieces home. The big reveal? Then came the question everyone was waiting for. Stephen looked at the guest and asked, "Can you remember what you paid for it?" The guest's answer was simple, "I paid £20. Stephen paused, a smile spreading across his face. "You can add a few knots to that," he said, building the suspense. The guest looked on, his face a mix of anticipation and disbelief. The audience leaned forward, holding their breath. And then the number. "Your £20 mistake vase, if that was going to auction, I would estimate at £5,000 to £8,000. I'd expect it to make towards the upper end, if not a little more." The power of an honest mistake. The guest's reaction was priceless. He was utterly dumbfounded, his jaw practically on the floor as the audience let out a collective gasp. "I don't know what to say, I am genuinely flabbergasted," he exclaimed. Stephen, with a playful grin, responded, "Thank you, it was a mistake." The guest, still reeling from the news, managed to get out one last line that had the crowd roaring with laughter. "That's not a bad return, is it?" He then added, "Champagne tonight." A well-deserved celebration for his accidental discovery. This story serves as a reminder that the world of antiques is full of surprises. Sometimes the most valuable items aren't the ones you seek out, but the ones you stumble upon. A £20 purchase, deemed a mistake and relegated to a dusty spot under the sink, turned out to be a magnificent work of art worth thousands. It's moments like these that make Antiques Roadshow so special, and why we can't get enough of it. That moment of pure shock and delight is what makes shows like Antiques Roadshow so compelling. The story isn't just about the money, it's about the unexpected journey of a simple object. It's a reminder that beauty and value can be hidden in plain sight, even in the most unlikely of places, like, say, under a kitchen sink. The guest's initial disappointment over what he thought was a worthless purchase transformed into unadulterated joy. This vase, once a forgotten piece of his past, is now a symbol of an incredible discovery. The tale highlights the profound connection between an object's history and its perceived worth, proving that a trained eye can see the magic that others miss. It's the kind of story that makes you want to take a second look at everything in your own home, just in case you too have a hidden,